Welcome to Daily English Fluency, where we help you improve your English with real-life conversations. I'm James.
And I'm Emily. Today, we're talking about a magical time of the year, spring in Canada.
That's right. After a long and cold winter, spring brings new life, blooming flowers, and warmer temperatures. It's one of the best times to explore Canada's natural beauty.
Absolutely. Canada is known for its breathtaking landscapes, and in spring, everything starts to wake up. Trees turn green, flowers bloom, and animals come out after hibernation. It's such a refreshing season.
So, Emily, if someone visits Canada in spring, where should they go first?
Oh, there are so many amazing places. One of the most famous spots is High Park in Toronto. It's known for its cherry blossoms, which bloom in April. People from all over the country come to take photos and enjoy the beauty of pink and white flowers.
That sounds incredible. Another great place is Stanley Park in Vancouver. It's perfect for biking and walking along the seawall. In spring, the gardens are filled with colorful flowers, and the weather is just right. Not too hot, not too cold.
And don't forget Niagara Falls. Spring is the best time to visit because the waterfalls are at their fullest and the surrounding gardens are in full bloom.
Yes, plus, there are fewer crowds compared to summer. What about in the eastern part of Canada?
If you're in Quebec City, the historic streets of Old Quebec look even more charming with fresh green trees and spring flowers. You can also visit Montmorency Falls, which is taller than Niagara Falls.
That's amazing, and let's not forget about Prince Edward Island. In spring, the rolling hills and coastal landscapes look absolutely stunning, and you can explore the famous Green Gables house.
Oh, and we can't leave out Banff and Jasper National Parks in Alberta. The snow starts melting, revealing lush green valleys, crystal clear lakes, and breathtaking mountain views.
Canada really has something for everyone in spring. Whether you love flowers, waterfalls, mountains, or charming cities, there's always a place to visit.
Now, let's talk about some exciting spring festivals in Canada. One of the biggest ones is the Canadian Tulip Festival in Ottawa.
Oh yes, that's a must-see. Every May, Ottawa is filled with millions of tulips in different colors. Did you know that this festival started as a gift from the Netherlands to Canada after World War II?
Yes, it's a beautiful story of friendship. Another popular festival is the Vancouver Cherry Blossom Festival, where people celebrate the arrival of spring with music, cultural performances, and picnics under the cherry trees.
That sounds like a dream. In Montreal, there's the Montreal Beer Festival, where visitors can taste different kinds of craft beer and enjoy live music. It's a fun way to welcome the warm weather.
And for music lovers, the Toronto Jazz Festival and the Montreal Jazz Festival start in late spring, attracting musicians from around the world.
Oh, and we shouldn't forget about the Sugar Shack festivals in Quebec. Spring is maple syrup season, and many sugar shacks host festivals, where visitors can taste fresh maple syrup, enjoy traditional food, and even go on horse-drawn sleigh rides.
That sounds amazing. Canada really knows how to celebrate spring. Spring is also the perfect time to enjoy outdoor activities. Hiking in Banff National Park or Jasper National Park is a fantastic experience because the snow is melting and the landscapes look stunning.
Yes, and if you love wildlife, Algonquin Park in Ontario is a great place to see moose, beavers, and even black bears waking up from hibernation.
That's so exciting. Another fun activity is kayaking or canoeing. Many lakes and rivers in Canada become accessible in spring, making it a great time to go paddling.
And for those who love flowers, visiting Butchart Gardens in British Columbia is a must. The gardens look absolutely stunning in spring with thousands of blooming flowers.
And let's not forget about bird watching. Spring is migration season, and places like Point Pelly National Park in Ontario attract thousands of birds. It's a paradise for bird lovers.
That's a great suggestion. Spring is also a great time for camping. Many national parks start opening their campgrounds, and it's a fantastic way to enjoy the fresh air and starry skies.
One important thing to remember about spring in Canada is that the weather can be unpredictable. Some days are warm and sunny, while others are still chilly, especially in early spring.
That's true. So, if you're visiting Canada in spring, be sure to dress in layers and bring a light jacket.
Also, spring is a great time to travel because flights and hotel prices are lower than in summer. Plus, popular tourist spots are less crowded.
That's a great tip. And don't forget an umbrella because April is known for its rain showers. We've talked about beautiful places, exciting festivals, and fun outdoor activities. But we can't forget one of the best parts of spring food.
Absolutely, spring in Canada brings fresh, seasonal ingredients and unique regional dishes. So, James, what's a must-try spring dish in Canada?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is maple syrup. Spring is maple syrup season, and in Quebec, you'll find sugar shacks or cabane à sucre, where they serve traditional maple-infused dishes. Have you ever tried maple taffy?
Oh yes, it's amazing. They pour hot maple syrup on a fresh snow, and as it cools, you roll it onto a wooden stick to eat. It's so sweet and delicious.
And at Sugar Shacks, you can also try pancakes with fresh maple syrup, maple glazed ham, baked beans, and crispy pork rinds. It's a feast.
That sounds fantastic. And speaking of fresh ingredients, spring is when wild fiddlehead ferns start appearing in grocery stores and farmers' markets. They're popular in New Brunswick and Nova Scotia and are often served sautéed with butter and garlic.
Oh, I've tried those before. They have a nice, earthy flavor. Another spring delicacy is fresh seafood from Canada's coasts. If you're in British Columbia, you have to try spot prawns. They're incredibly sweet and juicy.
Yes, in May, Vancouver even hosts the Spot Prawn Festival, where people can enjoy freshly caught prawns cooked by top chefs.
That sounds amazing. And over on the East Coast, in Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia, spring is a great time to enjoy fresh lobster and oysters.
Yes, there are even lobster festivals where you can eat freshly caught lobster right by the ocean.
That's something I'd love to experience. And let's not forget butter tarts, a classic Canadian dessert. Some bakeries start making them with local honey in spring for a unique twist.
That sounds delicious. And if you're visiting Ontario in spring, don't miss the rhubarb festivals. Farmers grow fresh rhubarb, which is used in pies, jams, and even drinks.
That's a great tip. Spring is really a time of fresh, delicious flavors across Canada.
Definitely, whether you're enjoying a maple feast in Quebec, fresh seafood on the coast, or a warm butter tart, there's something for every food lover.
Wow, we've covered so much today. Beautiful destinations, festivals, outdoor activities, and now, delicious food.
Canada in spring is truly magical. If you ever visit during this season, make sure to experience everything from cherry blossoms to maple treats.
That's right. Well, that wraps up today's episode.
We hope you enjoyed learning about spring in Canada. Thanks for listening to Daily English Fluency.
See you next time.